Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. It's an incredible day here, and we have Ms. Lyndell Werling with us. Thank you for being here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for hosting me.
Love that color. The dress is
Thank
gorgeous.
you. I appreciate that.
Perfectly on brand as a personal stylist, and really being able to master dressing for women over 40, right? Tell us
That's
a little
right.
bit about that.
Well, I think we've touched on it. It's the manifestation, and women need to feel beautiful. It starts from within, and it starts at the beginning of the day, but carrying that through with what you wear and how you choose to have your image received by the world is something that's important. We want to feel good, we want to look good, and when we do, we can succeed.
We want to take this dress to happy hour, right?
I do.
Well, and it changes as you get, into your 40s. Things do change, and you want to be stylish, but you don't want to also be looking like a 20-year-old. Like you want to have your
No.
unique style, whatever that is.
Absolutely.
And it changes. Your chest changes, your arms change a little. So tell us about how you style somebody that's over 40.
Well, it's about the things that represent their personality or their brand. So I like to start with asking people, what is it that you want to communicate to the world? So it can be something like, I want to be trustworthy, I want to be credible. And so you pick pieces and you hold them up and you say, does this look like something I would trust someone if I'm a financial planner with my money, or if I'm a teacher? Would wearing this make me more likely to trust you with my child? So it's a really easy exercise because you can usually come up with a clear answer, and touching upon maybe the business that you represent or the industry that you're in or your personal beliefs can certainly be carried through with your clothing.
So interesting. So if somebody wants to be trusted more, what kind of recommendations would you have for that person?
It would depend, I think, on if they're creative and want to be trusted to maybe do interior design in your home. You want to also look creative. So you could wear something, like you said, that perhaps covers your chest, but is a nice print. Or if you're maybe more of an attorney, you have to have a more conservative look that's like the lapels that you're wearing in a pocket square. So you look at what is the business that they're in, and you back into how do you create that image, and what is it that really seals the deal.
What's the what's the safest way to take a fashion risk, especially for a woman over 40? Because even for myself over 30, I think that might be a little too risky. I'm not a teenager anymore, but I still want to have fun with
Absolutely. So you can do accessories or you can do one piece. So maybe it's a more colorful shoe. The nude shoes are beautiful, but maybe you put a brighter blue shoe or an orange shoe or a print shoe.
Great point.
And then that way, if someone is looking at you, it doesn't overtake your entire look and take away and detract from who you are as a person, your mission, your goals for the day, but you can still have fun with it.
What would you recommend for somebody who's just entering their 20s like myself?
That's funny, you should ask. I think that,
I'm just kidding.
I think that we go through the exercise of discovering ourselves in our 20s. And so you might have transitional pieces or ideas that over time you realize are not you. But I think that you have to pick a look or a style that doesn't detract from your qualifications in life. You want to be able to go out into the world and not have people only remember something silly that you wore. You want them to remember something great that you said while you were wearing something that was fun. So
it's amazing too, because there's some pieces that I've worn, especially from this designer Rochelle Gudrick, and I feel like my best self
wonderful
when I wear these certain pieces, right? And I'm sure
Absolutely.
there's pieces you wear where you feel that way, and the world connects with you in a
Absolutely.
completely different way when you feel like your best self.
That is so true. And again, it's the manifestation, and then it's the physical manifestation of it in your attire.
So true.
Such an interesting point. I wonder too about people, let's say, that tend to over-index, let's say, for seriousness, right? And they need to lighten it up a little bit because maybe they're not as trustworthy, or they don't connect as easily with people. But what do you say about that, folks that have a tendency or a sort of inherent tendency to over-index for something like seriousness, but they need to lighten it up, or maybe they over-index for too much comedy, they need to make it a little bit more serious?
You can do contrasting things. So in the fall, a lot of black leather and a lot of floral is going to be in. So you could maybe combine the two. You could have an edgy jacket with a floral piece, and then that way you're a little bit of both. You can really be creative, and people go to Pinterest or they go online to these apps or to Instagram and look at influencers, and it's a great way to not maybe even have to go out and buy a piece. Just throw two together that you never had previously thought of.
That's what I think makes a really good stylist. Is someone who can take what you already have, mix match it, and have like, wow, I didn't even know I had this. Like Elena Nazareth also has done that for me, which is so fun to go, oh, I don't even have to go shopping. I can just rearrange some things in my closet, which is great. So we love your work. Keep it up. We want to have you around for sure.
Yeah, it's a wonderful compliment. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And where can people find you?
You can find me at lyndellwerling.com. It's LYNDELLWERLING on Instagram and my website.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Good Morning La La Land.